YNAB stands for You Need a Budget. It helps you take control of your spending and savings ahead. Mint is a personal finance monitoring tool that provides an overview of the user's financial situation. These two represent the best budgeting apps on the market today. But which is better? Especially when budgeting for beginners. We will help you decide. The two critical questions you need to ask yourself are you interested in controlling your monthly budget? Or do you want laid-back monitoring of your spending habits? What do you want to improve in your finances, causing you to use Budgeting Apps 2022? If you have the answer to this, you can make an easy choice based on these 5 essential features of the budgeting apps. Remember that what you want matters and not what we consider better. Let us get into the comparison. Number 5. Device compatibility. We are speaking about mobile apps, so device compatibility is an essential part of our conversation. Aside from the websites, both platforms have apps to make accessibility quicker. You can view it on both iOS, Android, and Apple Watch. YNAB goes further to operate on Android watches. You can also use both apps through assistants like Alexa and Google Assistant. However, if you have your Mint installed on an iPhone, you might not access Google Assistant. Looks like the first-time iPhone users are getting a harsh treatment. So, in terms of general device compatibility, YNAB is more practical and easily accessible in Mint. If you have to choose between these two apps, you must consider what assistant devices you will be operating from. Those will mean a lot. If compatibility is not your problem but cost, we will be getting to that pretty soon. Number 4. Ease to use. Despite their differences, both apps are easy to navigate with excellent interfaces for the most part. Mint is straightforward to track your expenditure against your income. If you want to review your budget or review reports on your goals, you have to go to the right tab, and everything is available. In contrast, YNAB can be a learning curve in the beginning. Using their tutorial videos and reading resources, you will have to learn to navigate the budgeting process. To ensure ease of finding our videos on financial literacy, consider subscribing to our channel. What do you say? YNAB allocates all your money to something, including saving surplus ahead of time. YNAB chooses to make you view money from a proactive point instead of just monitoring the money that you have already wasted. Mint prefers that you create budgets for the month you are in, while YNAB lets you plan ahead. Which one fits your goals more? Let us know in the comments. Obviously, both apps are easy to use depending on the concept of budgeting you subscribe to. The question remains, what really is the difference in the approach to budgeting of each app, which we have established to be easy to navigate? We will tell you soon. Number 3. Features. The features of these apps are similar. They all require syncing accounts, and in some cases, manual inputs. They also track your bills and alert you when your bills are due. There is advice on ways to maximize your budgeting on both apps too. Meanwhile, there is a difference in creating new categories of bills. Mint does not allow complete customization of categories. So if your expense types are not typical, you might struggle to find the proper subcategories to arrange them. YNAB, on the other hand, allows you to customize the entire category and subcategory to your preference. If you are traditional and want to stay within a limited expenditure category, then Mint works for you. You can also go for YNAB if you are a not-so-typical spender. Number 2. Approach. When you set up the various categories on the budgeting apps, the approach becomes more distance between the two. On the one hand, Mint enables you to observe your spending from month to month, which helps you set budgets for the month. You can choose not to set up a budget and only stick to the knowledge of your spending culture. On the other hand, YNAB uses the giving every dollar a job strategy, where you need a budget before using the app. You have to delegate your money to different priority expenditures. So rather than watching what you spend, you decide and stick to what you have allocated for the month. If you want an easier route, then Mint provides simplicity. However, YNAB introduces a strict financial philosophy. Number 1. Cost. There is a case for both when it comes to the cost of budgeting apps. YNAB advertises an annual charge of $83.99. That is an awful lot of money to help you automate budgeting. However, it costs over 7 times that amount if you have a financial analyst tell you the things that YNAB gives you in their free tutorials. Doubt it. Get a quote from a financial institution today. If you are not sure at first, there is a 34-day trial period to determine if you should commit to the app. On the other hand, Mint is free with no hidden fees or premium features. However, Mint gets its money through the users. First, there is financial product advertising on the app. Then, you receive referral services from the app. Lastly, your aggregate data on the app is sold. Please do not freak out. It is not your actual data. They pick up your average spending, banking fees, saving habits, and sell them as consumer trends. In this case, there is a case for the free app, until you hear that YNAB has a proven return on investment. Users on average save $600 more in their first 2 months and $6,000 at the end of the first year. So if you are looking for an entirely free app, you can go with Mint. However, if saving $6,000 per annum sounds more in line with your goal, then you can pay for YNAB. On the whole, this comparison is apples to oranges situation. Your goals will help you choose which budgeting app is better between these two. Notwithstanding, they are both brilliant apps for budgeting. If you want more budgeting apps and comparisons, check out our latest video on beginners' 7 best budgeting apps in 2022.